The title of this seminar is Profit and Purpose. For many people, those two terms are a contradiction. You can either be profitable or purposeful. In fact, the famous economist Milton Friedman in the 1970s wrote that the business of business is business. He subscribed to the view that businesses have no greater purpose than simply being profitable. But I'm going to argue that that's not the case, and that it's not just an ethical argument, but that it's actually a profit argument. Businesses that are more purposeful tend to be more profitable as well. But before I talk about the practicalities of that, I'm going to take you back to the mists of time and ask you to imagine Stonehenge. Stonehenge, that great monument to human ingenuity that lies in the English county of Wiltshire. This great big circle of stones represents something. It represents a point in time when human beings could only think of life as a circle, like Stonehenge itself. The seasons came and went, lives came and went, but nothing else really changed. And if you lived at the time that Stonehenge was made, your life would have been very predictable and would have been very similar to that of your parents, and your children's lives would have been no different to yours. But then at a key point in history, which I'm going to talk about in the seminar, human beings began to shift from this circular way of thinking to a linear way of thinking. We began to aspire. We began to hope. We saw possibilities in life. We believed that it wasn't just enough to feed and clothe ourselves and to live and exist, but that we had to exist for a purpose. And that purpose is what drove us to innovate, what drove us to aspire to be better than previous generations and to hope that our children's generations would be better than ours. That shift between circle and line is what purpose is all about. And in this seminar, I'm going to show you how that works. We're going to talk about how in our own lives, we often find ourselves trapped in circles of just going around and around, and how through asking the right questions and thinking about life in the right way, we can move into a line and release ourselves and find ourselves much more purpose-driven and find our lives much more meaningful. And then crucially, I'm going to talk about how this plays out in the lives of organizations, how there are Stonehenge-like organizations and there are linear organizations, and how in your organization you can begin to move from a closed circle to a line, not giving up profit, but aligning profit with purpose, driving your organization forward, lifting everyone in the organization together, and being more profitable as well. We'll talk about some of the barriers you might encounter and how you might overcome those barriers. I look forward to seeing you.